if you're looking at the two Mini Retro cameras, the Mini Retro 3 and the Mini Retro 2 from Kodak, you might want to stick around. Let's dive in and take a look at what the differences are and why I've chosen one over the other. In today's Tech Tuesday, I'm looking at a couple of mobile portable mini retro printers, and I really love the look and the feel of these two retro printers. They just give off that really nice vintage vibe, and they are really portable, really easy to take around, battery powered, take no ink, and they are both really good design options, and it does partly depend on which one you prefer. Let's first of all take a look at the size. Now you can see they are both very portable size. Let's now look at these compared to an iPhone 15 Pro Max. The Mini Retro 2 is actually a much smaller than the actual footprint of the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and the Mini 3 from Kodak is shorter but a little bit wider than a phone. So they're both really good, both really portable, and I love them both. Now, the way these printers work is they have a 4-pass dye sublimation technology built into them. So they pass and they then print off the yellow, cyan, magenta, and then they have a protective coating, and it goes in and comes out. Don't ever, if you do buy one of these, don't ever kind of like try and pull it out of the printer. It ejects it automatically once it's done all 4 passes. So this is the print quality of these two images. We've got the Mini 3, which is a 3x3 image, and we've got the Mini 2, which is a 2.1 by 3.4 image. So they're both really good. One's more of a portrait, one's the square, obviously, as a 3x3. And I think you'll agree, both of these print qualities actually come out really well. I'm really pleased with the way they look. They've got a slightly kind of like vintage look and feel and vibe about them. And whichever one I was choosing to go with, I would be really happy with. But there's one that I've chosen over the other. The actual cost of printing from both of these printers is around about the same price per print. You're looking at the moment, current prices as at the 21st of February 2025, you're looking at around about 30 pence per print. Now, you get the boxes of 30 cartridges. So yeah, there's 30 sheets in here, and it tells you how you update the cartridge and everything on the back. And you can buy the printer and 2 cartridges for around about, I think it's about £80, so probably around about the same in dollars, which is a really good price, I think. And then the replacement cartridges, so I bought 60 replacement cartridges, and they were around about £18 for 60, which for me, when I remember checking, I've not double checked this, but for me that was around about 30 pence per print. So if it's the same price in dollars, it'll be around about 30 cents per print, which I think is pretty reasonable when you think about the actual cost of taking a film to get developed. But which one would I choose? And I'm only choosing one of these for my trips later in the year, and that is the Mini 3. Now, the reason I've chosen the Mini 3 is 2 reasons. First of all, I just prefer the square format of the actual prints. I feel that the square format is something we've come and got used to seeing on Instagram. I know they've changed all of the grids at the moment, but I just prefer the way that it looks and feels compared to the portrait image. And that will depend on yourself, your personal preference as to whether you prefer the square or the portrait image. And the other reason I'm choosing the Mini 3 Retro over the Mini 2 Retro is also one thing, and that is the way that these charge. The Mini 3 Retro charges via a USB-C port, whereas the Mini 2 Retro charges via the mini HDMI kind of like looking side of things. And for me, that's going to mean fewer cables. I don't carry a cable for this around with me. My phone and everything else, my iPad and everything else, all charges now from USB-C. So if I only have to carry one type of cable around with me, that's what I'm going to do. So for me, the Mini 3 Retro is the one that I'm going to be going with. and I really like the print quality of these. I've put a link to both of these down in the description for you, so you can check those out over on Amazon. And if you've got any questions on them, want to see any other tests, give me a shout, let me know. And until next time, thank you very much. Bye for now.